Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, and we may be in the Bluegrass State, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Standford Cardinals taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cardinals will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Standford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Oh, everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
First down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Stone. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Louisville Cardinals offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Standford. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page. This offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Leaves it with the running back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the Cardinals get it past the sticks.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game.
And that pass. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Cardinal! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Amazing job and awareness by that defensive lineman, locating the football, catching it, and then turning around and scoring. They might want to start using this guy on offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement. We need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
With the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Standford!
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you could see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Feeling some heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Oh, he wants it all. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Cardinals. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Avery. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
At the end of the quarter, it is Standford holding the edge. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Blackburn. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. They'll give it to the back. Keeps the legs moving. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp talk about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That's reeled in. It's Freeman. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Brown wants to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to the air one more time. Throws toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Tip ball cleared up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Touchdown, Cardinal! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's taking the shot. In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cardinals' offense takes the field. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
From the gun, Give on the inside. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Dropping back, it's Allen. It's complete to the right. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, to Give, looking for room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The Cardinals will keep this drive going. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Cardinals are threatening on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
A nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation. You can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To throw, it's Allen. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cardinals!
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Power football with the run. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The lone back's got it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Brown will throw it. He's got his man. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Standford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Standford!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was paving.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After the short completion, it's now second down. He's looking deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at it. He's going up top. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. He'll take another shot here. Ball in the air, intercepted. Lowers those pads. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
That's caught. It's Davis. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Standford comes up with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
Coming out with it, it's Stone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Unloads it downfield. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Louisville! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Standford offense making its way back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Right down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Standford! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. To the air, it's Allen. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's first and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. He caught it! Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
He'll bring it out. It's Avery. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the 3rd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on 1st down. They'll ride Davis here. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Blackburn. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
You know, I know it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Looking left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
This offense has a 2nd down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Scanning the field, it's Allen. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. After the first down completion, it's second and short. The give to Davis. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Standford a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Back to throw, it's Allen. Looking for a huge play. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
At the end of the quarter, it is Standford holding the edge. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Coming after it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ashby. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3. From the gun, the running back has it. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, and some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Stands in and takes the hit. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception.
All kinds of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Standford now has it in the red zone. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they... He'll off one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now, you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. Got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Standford offense making its way back onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know it. Listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Verrier. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't